ಶ್ರೀ ಗಣೇಶಾಯ ನಮಃ. ಓಂ ಶ್ರೀ ಸರಸ್ವತ್ಯೈ ನಮಃ. ಓಂ ಶ್ರೀ ಗುರುಭ್ಯೋ ನಮಃ. ಓಂ ಸಮಸ್ತಜನಕಲ್ಯಾಣೇ ನಿರತಂ ಕರುಣಾಮಯಂ ನಮಾಮಿ ಚಿನ್ಮಯಂ ದೇವಂ ಸದ್ಗುರುಂ ಬ್ರಹ್ಮವಿದ್ವರಂ ಸದ್ಗುರುಂ ಬ್ರಹ್ಮವಿದ್ವರಂ. ಓಂ ಸದಾಶಿವಸಮಾರಂಭಾಂ ಶಂಕರಾಚಾರ್ಯಮಧ್ಯಮಾಂ ಅಸ್ಮದಾಚಾರ್ಯಪರ್ಯಂತಾಂ ವಂದೇ ಗುರುಪರಂಪರಾಂ. ಶಂಕರಂ ಶಂಕರಾಚಾರ್ಯಂ ಕೇಶವಂ ಬಾದರಾಯಣಂ ಸೂತ್ರಭಾಷ್ಯಕೃತೌ ವಂದೇ ಭಗವಂತೌ ಪುನಃ ಪುನಃ. ಶ್ರುತಿಸ್ಮೃತಿರ್ಪುರಾಣಾನಾಂ ಆಲಯಂ ಕರುಣಾಲಯಂ ನಮಾಮಿ ಭಗವತ್ಪಾದಂ ಶಂಕರಂ ಲೋಕಶಂಕರಂ. ಓಂ ಆಪ್ಯಾಯಂತು ಮಮಾಂಗಾನಿ ವಾಕ್ಪ್ರಾಣಶ್ಚಕ್ಷುಃ ಶ್ರೋತ್ರಮಥೋ ಬಲಮಿಂದ್ರಿಯಾಣಿ ಚ ಸರ್ವಾಣಿ ಸರ್ವಂ ಬ್ರಹ್ಮೋಪನಿಷದಂ ಮಾಹಂ ಬ್ರಹ್ಮ ನಿರಾಕುರ್ಯಾಂ ಮಾ ಬ್ರಹ್ಮ ನಿರಾಕರೋತ್. ಅನಿರಾಕರಣಮಸ್ತ್ವನಿರಾಕರಣಂ ಮೇ ಅಸ್ತು ತದಾತ್ಮನಿ ನಿರತೇಯ ಉಪನಿಷತ್ಸು ಧರ್ಮಾಃ ತೇ ಮಯಿ ಸಂತು ತೇ ಮಯಿ ಸಂತು. ಓಂ ಶಾಂತಿ ಶಾಂತಿ ಶಾಂತಿ. So Upakoshala was taught by three Agnis. Together they taught what? Karana Brahma Upasana and Karya Brahma Upasana together. Afterwards, these three Agnis independently taught about themselves. Garhapatya Agni, Anvaharya Pachana or Dakshina Agni, and then Ahavaniya Agni they taught. Then afterwards Agni said the path or phalam will be told to you by your teacher, saying that they became silent. So Upakoshala was waiting. The Guru Satyakama returned after some time. In the meantime, he was practicing the upasanas on Garapatyagni Upasana. To see him, invoke him in sun. Each one of them has four limbs or forms, four limbs, parts. Now, the Guru came and saw he was shining. So, who taught you? He asked. So, he did not speak the truth, but he did not suppress the truth also. But then what did he say? He just looked at the fires and said, these fires are different when you are not here. But now they are different, indicating that they taught me. The Guru caught. Then he said, okay, what did they teach you? He said this. This means whatever he learnt, he told. Then Guru said, they only spoke to you about the lokas, lokantara gati. But I will speak to you much more higher than that. Not Nirguna Brahma Upasana, but an higher Upasana than what these Agnis have taught you. What is the phalam of that? He says, you will be freed from all the sins. Sins won't affect you, or touch you. Example, like lotus leaf, the water in the lotus leaf. The water in the lotus leaf does not become wet. The water remains untouched. Similarly, if you follow this upasana, what I am going to talk to you, you will not be tainted by the sins. That is what the Satyakama told his student Upakoshala. So the student said, okay sir, teach me that. What is that Vidya? So now 15th section we will start. Panchadasha Kandaha. Yayesha akshini purusho drishyate yesha atmeti hovacha etad amrutam abhayam etad brahmeti tadyadyapi अस्मिन् सर्पिर्वा उदकं वा सिञ्चति वर्त्मनि एव गच्छति एतग्गं संयद्वामा इत्याचक्षते एतं हि सर्वाणि वामानि अभिसंयन्ति सर्वाण्येनं वामानि अभिसंयन्ति य एवं वेद एष एव वामनेः एष हि सर्वाणि वामानि नयति सर्वाणि वामानि नयति य एवं वेद एष एव भामनीः एष हि सर्वेषु लोकेषु भाति सर्वेषु लोकेषु भाति य एवं वेद. Now this is he taught. Now in this what he said, I will teach you Karana Brahma Upasana only, Ishvara Upasana only, but a better format, a higher version. Like softwares we get higher version, so a more higher version than what was taught to Upakoshala by Agnis. Okay. Now this Upasana speaks about certain gunas of the Ishvara. Gunas of the Ishvara. So this is in Shastras, it is called Upakoshala Vidya. This is very popularly known as Upakoshala Vidya. That Vidya which was taught to Upakoshala. Now, first one, in this Upasana, the Lord Ishvara, one should meditate as the very consciousness behind the right eye. The consciousness behind the right eye. This is the thing. Behind the eye actually. Dakshina afterwards will come. So therefore, here the first one, he says that Akshini Purusha Drushyate. Akshini Purusha, behind the eye. Yesha Atma iti hovacha. This is Atma, one who is behind the eye, Ishvara to be meditated upon, one who is behind the eye. Now, here, once it is said that, so because of that Chaitanyam which is supporting behind the eye, you should meditate on this Ishvara in that form. Now the question is asked, why right eye, why eye is chosen? Why eye? So it is said very beautiful thing. In fact, this comes in Brahma Sutra. It comes in Antaradhikaranam, very beautiful place where the discussion elaborately discussed on this aspect of consciousness which is behind the eye, right eye, Dakshina, there, Akshi. Now, he says, Upanishad says here that Yesha Atma iti hovacha, and the gunas are told afterwards. Tadyapi asmin sarpirva udakam va sinchati vartmani eva gacchati. Now, what is that first before that? What is this Chaitanya to be meditated upon as what? Behind the right eye? As Amrutam and Abhayam Brahma iti. This is to meditate it. One should meditate on Ishvara as Amrutam and Abhayam. Amrutam means immortal, Abhayam fearless. So, why you choose right eye, eye only as to be meditated upon? The answer is given. He says here, Tad yadyapi asmin sarpirva udakam va sinchati vartmani eva gacchati. Sarpirva, sarpir means butter, clarified butter. Udakam, water. He says that if you pour udakam, water or butter into the eye, they don't stick to eye. They just come towards eyelashes only. They fall without sticking. That means what? There is asangatvam in the eye. There is no attachment. They don't catch. Now the Upanishad says, if the location itself is unattached, then what to talk about the consciousness which is supporting the eye is totally unattached. Now, this is what logic was given. So therefore, the teacher himself gives very clearly, so it comes out. Water absorbs, you put cloth absorbs water. But eye doesn't absorb anything. It is a support, Ishvara is a support, but also at the same time, not attached to anything. Like Akashavat, like space. Space is support, but totally detached from everything. So this is the Ishvara. So therefore, this is the thing. And what is the thing like this? If you meditate on the Chaitanya behind the eye, just as it is unattached, pure, that Ishvara is contemplated upon, you will develop that quality wherein the sins will not touch you. This is the link. So therefore, here in this section, Ishvara's gunas are given. So you contemplate on the qualities. Guna means virtues, qualities, glories, gunas of Ishvara. You contemplate on the gunas of Ishvara. There are some gunas are given. What are they? The 5 gunas are given here, total 5 gunas of Ishvara to be contemplated upon. I am going very slow. The 5 gunas are given. What are the 5 gunas? First one, 2 gunas are given in the first mantra. What are they? Abhayam and Amrutam. Amrutam, first gunam of Ishvara. Second is Abhayam, fearless. Okay, and third one is what is given in the second mantra. Second mantra speaks about is what? Etagam samyadvama ityachakshate. The third gunam is samyadvama. Ishvara is called as samyadvama. Third mantra you see, second mantra you see, Etagam samyadvama iti achakshate. It is said as samyadvama iti achakshate. Ishvara is samyadvama. Etagam hi sarvani vamani abhisamyanti, sarvani yenam vamani abhisamyanti, ya evam veda. So, samyadvama means what? Vamani. Vamani means that which is sought after, most attractive. So, the Lord in whom samyadvama, Vamani samyanti atra. All the such qualities are there in him. Auspiciousness is there in Ishvara. So the Lord in whom all auspiciousness comes or occurs, which is existing there, he is called Samyadvama. The in whom all Shubham, all Shubhanam, Mangalam things are there in him. So he is called Samyadvama. So they're all, Vamani means sought after, prayed or attractive. So therefore, in the second mantra, the third quality of Ishvara is given. Out of 5, first one is Amrutam, second one is Abhayam, and Samyadvama. Because all the things which are there, they are all sought, the proceed towards him alone. For what? Because he is the Samyadvama. That is the goal of all attractive things. He attracts everything towards him. So therefore, Samyadvama. And second, in the third mantra, the fourth quality is given. What is the third mantra? Yeshau eva Vamanihi. He is called Vamanihi. Fourth one. Amrutam, Abhayam, Samyadvama, and Vamani. Vamanihi. Vamanihi means what? Bestower of merits. One who bestows the merits. That is Karma Phala Data. Because bestower of merits, he gives all merits he gives. Okay. Bestower of merits. Meaning he gives all auspicious things to others. He carries, bestows, takes to, makes available to all the creatures, all the merits depending upon their karma phala, virtuous deeds. So, according to their merits, he is a carrier of those things. Vamanihi. Okay. Now, fourth mantra, that is, in the fourth mantra, the fifth quality is given. What is that? Bhamani. See? Yeshau eva Vamanihi, third mantra. Then Yeshau eva Bhamanihi. Yeshahi sarveshu lokeshu bhati. Sarveshu lokeshu bhati. Ya evam veda. So, Amrutam, Abhayam, then Vamanihi, Samyadvama, third one, then Vamanihi, then Bhamani. What is Bhamani? Bhamani Nayati iti Bhamani. Meaning Bhamani means what? He is a carrier of luster, brilliance, or bestower of luster and brilliance. That is the meaning. So in the form of sun, moon, etc., fire, etc., he is bhati, he is shining. So, sarveshu lokeshu, in all the worlds, he is shining. Prakasham, one who gives light to all. Tasya bhasa sarvamidam vibhati. See, Acharya Shankara says in Bhashya, Tasya bhasa sarvamidam vibhati iti shrutehe. Ataha bhamani nayati iti bhamanihi. Bhamani nayati iti bhamanihi. So, he carries, bhamani means the carrier of luster, prakasham. Okay? He who knows this, yayevam veda, he knows this, he also shines in all the worlds. Upasana palam is what? Whatever way you do upasana, that alone comes to you as a palam. If you meditate on Ishvara as asangaha, you become asangaha. If you meditate on Ishvara as the giver of light, you become light. So that gunam you will get if you meditate and do upasana on Ishvara. So this is how Ishvara upasana. Now, this is again Archiradi Marga in fifth mantra. Now, see, what did he say? Phalam and path, both will be given. Right now, what is the meditation upon Ishvara Upasana was given. How to meditate? Abhayam, Amrutam, Samyadvama, Vamanihi, Bhamanihi. Meditate on that, you get that. Now, As I mentioned, this upasana, it doesn't speak about Nirguna Brahma upasana. It speaks about upasana, Saguna Brahma upasana. Now, in Saguna Brahma upasana, phalam, what is the phalam? The jiva will travel to different lokas. The jiva travels from one loka to other loka. Like you travel in this world from one place to other place as per your eligibility and as per your karma. Karma only pulls us. Today, for example, there are so many places in the world, but you choose to go only some places today. Why? With all those places, your karma only takes you. You will not go to any place where, for today at least, your destiny or karma is not indicating. Wherever your karma is guiding you today, you will go there. In fact, you are helpless. So we are all helpless because we are led by karma. Similarly, when we do punya karma, the marga, the jiva will go from after death from one loka to other loka. He is led by so many people, so many devatas to higher lokas. So here, how this Archiradi marga, very famous Archiradi, Archihi Adi, that's one sentence. The Shukla Gati, Krishna Gati, as Bhagavan Krishna said in Bhagavad Gita. Shukla Gati, Krishna Gati, these true Gatis are there in Bhagavad Gita, he said, in 8th chapter. So, here, that Marga, because Agni also said the path will be shown. How the path takes you to higher lokas is also will be told by Guru. So, that's what Guru says here. Atha yaduchaiva अस्मिन् शव्यं कुर्वन्ति यदि च न अर्चिषम् एव अभिसंभवन्ति अर्चिषो अहः अग्नः आपूर्यमाणपक्षम् आपूर्यमाणपक्षात् यान् षडङ्गेति मासां तान् मासेभ्यः संवत्सरम् संवत्सरादादित्यम् आदित्याच्चन्द्रमसम् चन्द्रमसो विद्युतम् तत्पुरुषः अमानवः स एनान् ब्रह्म गमयति येषः देवपथो ब्रह्मपतः एतेन प्रतिपद्यमानाः इमं मानवमावर्तं नावर्तन्ते Now the mantra, the fifth mantra is the shown Shukla Gati, Krishna Gati. Now see, Bhagavan Shri Krishna says in this 8th chapter, we have 3 slokas mentioning about the gatis of the soul. Agnir Jyotirah Shuklaha Shanmasa Uttarayanam Tatra Prayata Gachanti Brahmavido Janaha Dhomo Ratristatha Krishnaha Shanmasa Dakshinayanam Tatra Chandramasan Jyotihi Yogi Prapya Nivartate Shukla Krishne Gati Hyete Jagatasya Mate Ekaya Yatyana Vrittim Anyaya Vartate Punaha. Clear. So, 2 gatis are there for Jiva after death. So, now here Upanishad speaks about the Shukla Gati. Shukla Gati. Shukla Gati is Urdhva Gati. Krishna Gati is Chandra Loka, where you return after death, go to Chandra Loka for some time, then come back again to earth. Urdhvagati is you go krama mukti. From one loka to other loka, slowly you travel and go to Brahmaloka. In the Brahmaloka, stay there with so many Maharshis, etc., etc., Brahmaloka. And Brahmaji satsang will be there every day. So after a long time, you stay there in the very Brahmaloka. Then after listening to Brahma satsang, Brahmaji will give you Upadesha. Tattvamasi Mahavakya Upadesha. You are that. With that Upadesha, all the jivas of Brahmaloka, they will go and ultimately get liberated. That is Shukla Marga. So now, but this Gati is not that how to go, because there is a Upadhi, Jiva is there, so Jiva Gati takes place. When Jiva is there, Jiva's Gati is there, movement is there, location is there, within the relative reality of all the lokas. So in this mantra, we saw this destination. What is that now? He says, one more thing. In this mantra, after this, apart from that, one more important thing he says that Atha yeducha eva asmin shavyam kurvanti. Shavyam. Asmin plus shavyam, asmin chavyam. Shavyam. Shava, Shava means what? Dead body. Upanishad beautifully says here, the one who does this kind of upasana, Ishvara upasana, as mentioned above, he becomes the knower of Ishvara, Saguna Ishvara. Now for that person, the Antyeshti ceremony, Shava means dead body, the ritual which is performed in front of dead body, for the man, dead one. For this man, whether Antyeshti is done or not done, no problem. For whom? For this knower of self. Knower of Saguna Brahma, one who did Upasana on Ishvara, as mentioned above. One who does Upasana. So, after death, Atha Yaducha eva asmin shavyam kurvanti. Yadicha na. Either it is done or not done. For him, Shraddha ceremony, Antyeshti, Dahana Samskar, Dahana Karma, whether you perform it or not, nothing affects him. Means what? Those who are not realized, those who are not reached that state, it is compulsory for them. How? Because after death, through samskara, dana samskara, through mantras, a gati is given, a direction is given to the soul. With the mantras and rituals and food that we offer, and also pray to devatas to take care of him. Some kind of punya, some kind of rituals are done for him, so he gets some kind of a solace. Then he gets some kind of a path. That is it. So he is also purified. He is purified, whatever is there. That's why sankalpa is very important. So the sankalpa at the time of somebody died, so the Sahana Samskara, one who does the Samskara, on behalf of that soul, the dead man or dead woman, whoever is, dead person, the Sankalpa itself runs into 3 or 4 or 5, 6 pages. What is that? By mistake, O Lord, known or by knowingly or unknowingly, whatever the mistakes, such as it is read, so much of paras. So please bless the soul. So he is purified. But then, for a man who has known Ishvara, Saguna Brahma, for him Upanishad says, Antyeshti whether done or not done, no problem. Done, okay. Not done, okay. He is not bothered. Meaning, it is not adding any value for him. No additional value for that person. But Acharya Shankara clearly says it doesn't mean that we should stop what is not like that. Question is that it is praise. In the praise of this Ishvara Upasana, you may do. Many people ask, because of Sandarbha has come, let me tell you. Many people go and perform in Gaya and also Badrinath. This is what? Sardha ceremony. And the son goes there and performs. And he was told, एक बार गया में लगा दिया, बद्रीनाथ में लगा दिया. There is no need to keep annual ceremony for the dead person. Okay. This fellow so happily, he plans, goes to Gaya and Badrinath. But there another rule, another teacher said, unless you perform, even you want that exemption, you have to earn that exemption from every year performing Pitru Sardha. You have to earn that exemption also. How do you earn that exemption? First 12 years you have to perform that ceremony at home every year. Then you go to Gaya, then to Badrinath. That is one rule, but nobody does it. After that, somebody immediately go in 3-4 months because nation has declared holidays, Sunday, Saturday, festivals, 4-5 दिन छुट्टी मिल गए. So let me go for my father and mother, so that once for all the problem will be solved. This is the mentality. Even though you do that, suppose you perform that and came back home. So at home, you don't do anything. Your children are observing you not performing anything. So when you die, they don't perform neither in Gaya, nor Badrinath, nor every year. Why? You are the ones who break the traditions. Why? So therefore, it is an added value. If you go and keep Badrinath and also Gaya, it's an added value, an extra virtue, supporting. Out of love you performed. Okay. But out of laziness you come back. So the very performing of that also out of laziness. Instead of adding an additional value to it and continuing your traditional dharma, and thus values are kept alive in the family. So every year the son sees the father is performing every year Sardha. Even though he is not well, little unwell, even then he is doing it. He is fasting. He is very regularly, he is giving such an importance to it. He is worshipping everybody, all devatas. Also Pitru Karma he does it properly. So therefore the tradition is kept alive. So when you die, because you don't do, so you will not get food. The Shastra mentions. So who is an exemption? Upanishad very beautifully says, only to this person who has known that Ishvara through Saguna Brahma Upasana, that the Ishvara is realized, for this man, Antyeshti done or not done, it doesn't matter. Why? This sadhaka, this upasaka is straight away taken to higher lokas. Like for example only. You left one station and reaching another station in train or in bullock cart. And between station A and the next station B, in between, there is nothing, no food available. No restaurant is available. Nothing is available. If that is nothing is available, will you not plan food? So somebody will pack for you some food. You are going out. For how many days? No chapati, paratha, plain parathas will do. Even 10 days also they can remain. They may become little sukha, doesn't matter, but you get food in between. Take plenty of water with you. Take about 50-60 chapatis, one achar, some kind of stuff you pack, so that you don't have to suffer for food. So you left the home. So they gave you, the घर वाले बना के दे दिया है. So you are carrying that food. So in between you don't get anything. Suppose you between, not only you didn't get the food anywhere, due to some reason you got stuck up in between. So this food also is useful. Till you reach the other destination, something, food is required. Who gave you the food? The family members packed and gave you. Similarly, after death also, till you reach next destination, because mind is there, indriyas are there, desires are there, upadhi is there. Now you say that, no, that's all in the mind. Even now it is in the mind only. Hunger is in the mind. You want to eat gulab jam. Where is that gulab jam? In the body is demanding or mind is demanding? Even now mind only. Immediately people think that is only in the mind. This is real hunger. No. If mind is cut off, even at the physical plane, you will not know your hunger. So it is the mind which tells you. And most of the time, we eat not because we are really hungry, the body requires. Because mind demands. And after death, the mind remains. So, what is supplied is through thought, through energies, through sankalpa, you are satisfied there in the mind. This science is so deep. It is not that you can just sit over a cup of coffee and just because we don't know anything and we can just say brush it aside. All nonsense. No. Amavasya tarpana. Because the jiva is thirsty. Don't call it in the mind. Whether it is the mind or very thirsty. So when you direct that water, udakam, with devotion to your pitrus and offer water here in Tulsi plant, remembering your father, the thought directs your wish, and water exists in all planes. Matter which is manifested on earth also exists in subtle level, because from subtle level not descended. How the grass has come from without subtle? How can you create any building? First it exists in the mind of the architect. If it is not created in the mind of the architect, it will never be created physically. Anything, whatever you do, first it exists at mind level. You create a thought, that thought is manifested in the physical plane. Now, you want to come for morning class here. What brought you here? Thought. The thought to attend the morning class has manifested the morning class environment for you. Think. So subtle you have to create first. So whole creation exists in the subtle form, in the mind of Ishvara, the total mind, Hiranyagarbha. From that only it descends. Therefore, every element, whatever you have, whole Srishti is made up of Panchamahabhutas only. So food and water also Panchamahabhutas only. And they exist from at every level, in every loka they exist, because all lokas are made up of Panchamahabhutas only. Therefore, there is a connection between the gross and subtle. Therefore, because of the connection, you are handling here one element with a diverted by will, that element will go, and in that plane, in that degree of its existence, to that soul or jiva, this supplies. So at the mind level water, so mind level You are supporting. Therefore, karma, shartha karma, shastra pramana is there for that. When you love and take care of your own forefathers, make them happy, they feel happy, so they bless you. And because you have done that, you will get such a children where they will also follow and take care of you also after your death. That story is there, no? Every day the old man is kept in an outhouse and a begging bowl. And every day the son is sent there, go and give that food to Dada. This bowl only, he kept that bowl only is used. One day the Dada died. The son is watching every day his father giving his father food. How grandfather, so respect, without respect, living in the out of making him. Then when he died, he said, okay, there is no use for bowl. One day he saw the son is cleaning the bowl. Beta, what is the necessity? Dada died. No, I am preparing it and keeping it for you. So that when you become old, that is your stay. The day you retire, you will be kicked out. That you will stay. Then I same bowl, I will give you food. Think. That's a tradition you have established in the house. Therefore, here Upanishad says, to such a person of Sarvaguna Brahma Upasaka, whether you perform Sardha or not, no problem, because his gati is already fixed. He is going from one loka to other loka. Why? He is en route, he doesn't need anything. Why? Devatas are coming and take him from one place to other plane. With royal treatment, special vehicle. I am not saying all this, it is there. So therefore, here, what is that now? The path, Archir Devata Marga. Archir means flame, light. So now, Archir Devata, first one, the moment the person leaves the body, the light will come, light Devata, one light will come. That light takes him to what? And hands him over to Ahar Devata. Ahar Devata means the presiding deity of the day. All Shukla Marga, not bright, not darkness. Suppose the Papi dies, this is not Archir Devata, some dark Devata will come, hand over him to Krishna Paksha, the Ratri Devata, and Ratri Devata will hand it over to Krishna Paksha, that is a dark fortnight. Dark fortnight will hand him over to Dakshinayana Devata, like that it will go. So you are transported automatically in another channel where there is no U-turn possibility is not there. You cannot come first of all, you are carried away. You are helpless. Like coma patient from one ward to other ward to other ward, another ward. He doesn't know where he is being carried away. Similarly, you are not blind in that way, you are not blind, but at the same time, you are helpless. Karma alone takes you. You are carried away. Therefore, this Sukla user, Achiradi Marga, Archir Devata, the light Devata, takes him and hands him over to Devata of the Ahar Devata, that is the presiding date of the daytime. And from there, from the Ahana Devata to, he goes to Apuryamana Paksham, meaning Shukla Paksha Devata. Bright fortnight. Apuryamana, it just fills up. Every day it is growing, Apuryamanam, it going, increases the light. So, Apuryamana Paksham, that is Shukla Paksham Devata, this Devata will come and take him over from the day Devata. The light will come, Archihi, handing over to the day Devata will handing over to Shukla Paksha Devata. And from Shukla Paksha Devata, he goes to Uttarayana Devata. 6 months of Uttarayana Kalam. From there he goes to Samvatsara. Apuryamana Pakshat Yan Shadundangeti Masam Sthan Masebhya Samvatsaragam Samvatsarad Adityam. He goes to Samvatsara Devata. From the Uttarayana Devata will go to Samvatsara Devata, and from Samvatsara Devata he goes to Aditya Devata. Aditya Devata he goes to Chandrama Moon Devata. From there he goes to Vidyut Devata. He is handed over. People are coming and guiding him. Everywhere en route you can sit in a guest house, have a cup of coffee, VIP treatment. Handed over. From Vidyut Devata, somebody will come. Who? Then see, Vidyutam Tat Purusho Amanavaha. From Vidyut Devata, there when you reach there, some Amanava will come. Amanava means superhuman being, not a human being. A superhuman being will descend from higher lokas. A superhuman being, Amanavaha. Amanavaha, the special devata, superhuman being will come and what? Sa enan brahma gamayati. That Amanava Purusha takes him to Brahmaloka. Brahmaloka means not absolute Brahman, Nirguna Brahman, but Hiranyagarbha Lokam, Hiranyalokam, Hiranyagarbha Lokam, Brahmalokam. He goes there. That is called Satyaloka. He goes there. He is taken in. And then from Satyaloka, he goes to, that is through Krama Mukti, he goes to liberation. So this is Suklagati. Suklagati is also called as, see, Gamayati, Yesha Devapatha, Brahmapatha. Other names are Devapatha or Brahmapatha. That is Devamarga or Brahmamarga. This marga, this upasaka, he will go. Then what is the etena pratipadyamanam imam manavam avartam na avartante. What is that gati? He will never come back again. From there only he goes to Nirguna Brahma. Okay. The gati is also told. Na avartante, na avartante. Okay. He will not return to this Manava Loka again. Though he is, after death, immediately guests arrive. You are specially taken care. Whom? The one who does this kind of upasana. Otherwise, some people tell, no, bhoot dikh gayi, kala kala hai, bas tum kala kala kaam kiya to kala kala bhoot hi dikhta hai. इसका मतलब क्या है? Everybody considers themselves, think about themselves that they are very good. Everyone thinks that I am fit for Brahmalok. I am so honest and pure. Everyone thinks. Only thinking only.
Self-analysis तो हो ही रहा है. Self-analysis तो हो ही रहा है.
Nonsense, it's self-analysis. Now, therefore, this is not absolute Brahman. Why? Because Gati is spoken here. The travel is mentioned, a leader is mentioned. Somebody will come leader, lead you one by one to one loka to other loka. Marga is mentioned. Jiva is there, Gati is there, leader is there. Therefore, it is only relative reality in the world. You go from one loka to other loka, higher lokas. It is not absolute realization. In absolute realization, what happens? The body is falls off, then the subtle body is just dissolved. There is nothing except pure eternal consciousness. There is no gati going and coming. It just dissolves. Okay? With this, we have seen, and Upakosala Vidya is completed. So how many upasanas totally taught by Satyakama to Upakoshala in this? Karana Brahma Upasana, Karya Brahma Upasana, Aditya Purusha Upasana, Garapatyagni, Chandra Purusha Upasana, Dakshinagni, Vidyut Purusha Upasana, Ahavaniyagni, Akshi Purusha Upasana, what specially taught by Satyakama to Upakoshala in the end. All these upasanas are taught. So with this, Upakoshala Vidya is completed. So now, what we saw, Raikva first upasana. Raikva Vidya, that is Raikva was taught, the Raikva taught the king, therefore that 3 chapters we saw that particular thing. 5th to 9th sections we saw Satyakama Jabala going to Satyakama Upakhyanam. First 3 chapters Raikva Upakhyanam, the story of Raikva. And 4th through 9th chapters, sections of 4th chapter deal with what? Satyakama Upakhyanam. Then 10th section onwards, 15th section deals with Upakoshala Upakhyanam. Upakoshala Vidya, Upakoshala Upakhyanam. Now 16th and 17th, these 2 sections speak about the certain things about, more things about the upasana, the yajna karma, vidhi, etc. are told in these 2 sections. What is this? Because what about yajna and the, what you call, prayaschitta? How to do prayaschitta in yajna yagadi karmas? Atonement. What happens if some mistakes are done in yajna kriya? So these things are told in the next 2 sections, and that is the conclusion of this 4th chapter of Chandogya Upanishad. So this we will take up tomorrow, section 16 and section 17. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om Sadgurunath Maharaj Ki Jai.